just live and exclusive. My Corydoras oiapoquensis are doing the pre-spawning dance or swim around the tank. That's basically what I look for in my fish first, and when I see that, I know that they're going to spawn either later today or tomorrow, most likely, or in the next couple of days at the very least. So I just wanted to do a quick live stream to show that I started one and then the internet cut out because life. So I'm just going to turn this around. So these are the oiapoquensis just doing their pre-spawning, swimming around. They normally are stay below the Suswasa tank there because of the obviously the rainbows and stuff. I don't see them swimming above the Suswasa tank very often, so this extra activity straight away got my attention. They're swimming around. The female is going up and down the glass, cleaning the tank. This is a slightly different behavior when you have active cories in your tank. The males have also been swimming above the female and touching her head and stuff. So like this male, which is now on the bottom, and female at the top, just swimming really close to the female. So when I see this sort of activity, I know spawning is imminent and close. So I just wanted to, I started recording videos and stuff anyway, but I wanted to do a live stream so that you can see my breeding process live, really, because I watch for this stuff. When this happens, I know spawning is close, and then I get the tank ready, really. So things that I'm going to do now with that tank, because they might do that for a number of hours, that swimming around, and the males swim on top of the females and stuff. So they'll do that for a number of hours. Unfortunately, what I'm about to do might disrupt them a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fish out all the rainbows and move them to the tank next door for a number of reasons. One, I don't want the rainbows to get in the way of the males chasing the females and stuff and them getting distracted temporarily. So to sort of increase fertility of the fish, the less distractions they have, more they'll pay attention to what they're doing. Two, obviously, I don't want them to go, "Oh, what is this cory egg?" and try to eat them. Most likely it will get stuck on their face, but I just want to get them out. And then also, if I miss any eggs and fry hatch in that tank, those rainbows will definitely eat them. The cories might also as well, but in yesterday's live stream I mentioned that I put these grids on. In that tank there isn't one, so I'm going to put this one in there so that when they spawn, or any eggs I might miss, if they hatch in there, they can potentially grow there in the tank with the parents. But the first thing I need to do is I need to move the females across. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to I was going to reduce the number of Suswasa tank in there, because if they actually decide to put the eggs in the Suswasa tank instead of the glass sides or the mop that's in there, that's going to be a bit tricky to find. But hopefully this species, when they spawn, they'll spawn a number of times over the weeks. So this activity, when I see it with the female swimming around actively and the males chasing her, it's the courtship behavior. When I see that, I know that they're about to spawn, whether later today or tomorrow or the next day at the most. And that's kind of how I bred majority of the 45, 50 different species of cories I bred. I first saw that behavior, and then the next afternoon, evening, the next day, I check for eggs in the tank. And that's basically how I suppose how I've been as successful as I have been in breeding different species is just noticing this sort of behavior, and and when you start to figure out what to look for in the species of fish you're trying to breed, that's actually the key. And I'll actually show you the fish a little bit more because they're still going and doing that thing. So they're swimming around at the back. The Corydoras oiapoquensis, they're really interested in each other. They're swimming together. The males are going with the female. So that's my main female. She's not very chunky, but she's definitely cleaning the tank. So what I'm going to do is these rainbows are going to move into this tank in here so that the cories can have their tank to spawn in. So this is Corydoras oiapoquensis. It's from river oiapoquensis or oiapoquen, I think is the name, because when the cis at the end from whatever that name is, so that's where the name comes from. And they're called also flagtail panda, I think, something like that, because they resemble panda cories, but their tail is obviously have the bars. So anyway, that's quite an exciting thing because, believe it or not, I haven't bred that species before. So when they hopefully spawn later today or tomorrow or the next day, that's going to be another breeding for me, which is always very exciting. So anyway, so I just wanted to do a super quick live stream to record that and what to show you guys what I look for when I'm trying to breed cories. As soon as I see that sort of swimming, which is actually quite unusual for this species, they don't swim around like that in that tank. They've been in that tank for about a year, so they probably done that before and I missed it. So, but this time I'm sort of 90% certain that they're going to spawn. So hopefully in the next day or two, you're going to see me do posts and videos and me going, oh, check out this oiapoquensis eggs. So I got excited, so I just thought I'll very quickly do a live stream and show you guys. So, and now I need to go and catch some rainbows, neon rainbows, to move them to the other tank. So I'll see you guys a bit later. Okay. Cheers.